Hi Sam. I'm excited for today's lesson. We're going to learn the word
verbinden.
Hi Alex. That sounds interesting. What does
verbinden,
mean?
Verbinden.
means to connect or to link. It's commonly used to describe joining things together, like ideas or physical objects. Just be careful because it can be confused with the English word to bind, which has a slightly different connotation.
Got it. So, how does the grammar work with
verbinden,
Great question.
Verbinden.
Is a regular verb. In the present tense, you would say
Ich verbinde. Du verbindest.
and.
Sie, es verbindet.
In the past tense, you might use the prateritum form,
Ich verband.
and in the perfect, you would say
Ich habe verbunden.
if you want to give a command, you can say
Verbinde.
ich habe verbunden,
means I have connected.
exactly. And since it's a separable verb, when you use it in a sentence, it can split. For example, you could say
Ich verbinde die Ideen.
That's really cool. Where does
verbinden,
come from?
the word
Verbinden.
comes from Old High German, where it was used as
Verbinden.
meaning to bind together. Over time, it evolved to the modern form we use today. It's fascinating how the meanings can shift through history.
I never knew that. It makes the word feel more alive.
It does. Now, let's break down
Verbinden.
into its parts. It consists of the prefix,
Wer.
the root,
Bind.
and there's no suffix in this case. The prefix
Wer.
can imply a transformation or a complete action, while
Bind.
relates to tying or connecting.
That's a neat way to look at it.
If we look at similar words, we can build on this. For example, we have
Verändern.
which means to change, and
Verlassen.
meaning to leave. These all share the prefix.
Wer.
Then there's
Bindemittel.
meaning binding agent, and
Bindung.
which means connection or bond.
So, they all have that binding concept.
Exactly. And there are other related words like
Abgeben.
meaning to hand over, and
anbieten,
meaning to offer, which also have the prefix.
This is really useful. Can you give me some situations where I might use?
verbinden,
Sure. For example, if you're at work, you might say,
ich verbinde die Präsentation mit dem Thema.
Can you repeat that?
ich verbinde die Präsentation mit dem Thema.
Perfect. Another situation could be when you're talking about technology. You could say,
Ich verbinde das Handy mit dem Computer.
Let me try.
Ich verbinde das Handy mit dem Computer.
well done. Lastly, if you're helping someone, you might say,
Ich verbinde dich mit einem Experten.
Those are really practical. How do I remember the gender if it's a noun?
good question. The noun form is,
Die Verbindung.
and it's feminine. A hint to remember this is that it ends with,
ung.
which often indicates feminine nouns in German. You can imagine a strong connection like a bridge painted in pink.
That's a funny image.
Now, let's discuss some usage notes.
Verbinden.
Is quite neutral and can be used in both formal and informal contexts. Common phrases include
Verbindungen herstellen.
which means to establish connections, and
Mit etwas verbinden.
meaning to connect with something.
Are there any commonly confused words?
Yes, some learners mix up
Verbinden.
with,
Binden.
which means to tie, and that can lead to misunderstandings.
This is also interesting. Can we do some example sentences?
Of course. For instance,
Ich habe die Informationen verbunden.
translates to I connected the information. Another one could be,
Wir verbanden die Punkte in der Diskussion.
meaning we connected the points in the discussion.
Wow, that makes sense.
Let's do a quick recall check. What does
Verbinden.
mean?
To connect or link.
Correct. Can you give me the present tense form for?
Du verbindest.
Nice. What is the Präteritum form?
Ich verband.
Great. What's the noun form for?
Verbinden.
Die Verbindung.
Awesome. Lastly, what's a common command using?
Verbinden.
Verbinde.
You nailed it. So, to summarize, today we learned about the word,
Verbinden.
including its meaning, grammar, history, and usage.
I feel more confident about using it now.
That's fantastic to hear. Keep practicing, and you'll be connecting ideas in no time.